The Foot Clan is under new management. Karai has taken over from the Shredder after he got tossed to the side for being a terrible boss. Now she is taking the responsibility on top of herself to fulfill the Foot Clan's real destiny, to be a beacon. But as usual, there is always going to be an obstacle, and in this case, a new clan, the Dogstar Clan. Completely advanced with modern technology, fighting style, and lethal moves. They are superior to the Foot Clan in every way. The first time they met, they almost crippled Karai, which forced her people to try and find out everything they could, including herself, about the Dogstar Clan. But at the end of the day, there was no need. She met the Junin himself, current leader of the Dogstar Clan, Mr. Yoshi, and he was a coward. I mean, what kind of man comes to have a meeting with another clan head with hologram form? Respectfully, Karai, I didn't come here to fight. I came here to have a conversation with you. If I was here in person, we will definitely be fighting. She said there will be no fight. I would just be beating you down. He laughed. Last time I checked, one of my ninjas crippled you, and that was just a basic soldier. You ain't ready for me, girl. I was not prepared last time. I'm ready now. Come forth, you and your pale imitation of the Foot Clan. He laughed. Karai, haven't you figured it out yet? We are the Foot Clan. She looked at him and laughed. Are you insane? But he wasn't laughing. He actually took it as disrespect. I'm not joking. We are a splinter from the Foot Clan, but more evolved. She said, that's impossible. He responded, well, I have a story for you from the good book of the Foot. She said, that's impossible. The book of the Foot was destroyed. If you're confused, do you want to know exactly how the book got destroyed? Go check out my first TMNT video, The History of the Foot Clan, because Master Splinter burnt the book himself. Regardless, he knew the story inside and out, so he had to have a copy. This was the story of the foundation of the Foot. After the formation of the Foot and Takashi's death by his subordinate and his subordinate's death by his son, the new reincarnation of Takashi, he listened to his partner, the Kitsune, assuring him that she had a route to give him immortality. And so, as the video explained, he got buried and was awoken in the future. All this Karai knows, but she doesn't know what happens after, because before Saki got drenched in the ooze, he had multiple sons, and with his absence, his clan was left to thrive without a leader. So his sons just went to war. I mean war. They were killing off each other one by one. No mercy, no nothing. And it should come as no surprise that since they were children of the Shredder, they went at it hard. The most ruthless, of course, being the second-born, because he thought he deserved everything the firstborn got. And regardless, he won, only allowing the last-born to live because he begged for his life. Karai knew this as well, of course, but she doesn't know what comes after, because after this, they tried to work together. They both had two different paths they both wanted the Foot to go in, but the other just decided, why fight? He left. He didn't just leave the clan, he left the country and went to China, making his own clan, one that focused on being invincible, controlling things from the shadow. Soon after his passing, the clan lost its way, and then they found out what their sister clan was doing, because while the Shredder was leading them astray, Karai stood up and changed their path. She unknowingly actually inspired him to do the exact same. He put the clan under his control and brought them into this new light. Destiny of the Foot was supposed to be for the Foot, but since they are a runoff of the Foot, the destiny could also be applied to them. One of those clans was going to die out. The question is, which one was it? He gave her the choice. Join me. Let both of our clans merge together and become superior. One clan. Are you down? Instantly, she said, nah. The Foot Clan is my legacy, bitch. He said, okay, I'm done here. Bye. This message will self-destruct now. And instantly the shit exploded, knocking Shorty out. When she awoken, she was not alone in this room and she wanted no disturbance. I need to know the truth. She went to the study, went to her safe, pulled out a magic book, and instantly started to go to hell, bruh. Shorty went to the afterlife just to have a conversation and confirm if there really was a splinter group of Foot Clan members. I need to know the truth. Instantly, the forces guarding the afterlife said, you are not supposed to be here, Karai. She said, I don't care. I am not leaving till I have my conversation. This monster said, yeah, we finna fight then. You're not passing me. She tried to fight it, but it was a creature out of her understanding. She even disregarded the fact that because of her choices in the real world, she was literally dying with every punch she threw. Everything was reflecting in reality. Casey tried to stop it, but You can't stop magic. It's magic. She fought and kept on losing until someone intervened. The monster was slain. Who the hell was it? Who could do this? Come to find out, it was Toshiro. Yeah, the man who sacrificed his life for her. You should not be here, Karai. The magic you use has a price. You summoned my soul and in turn are using it as fuel. Once you find out the information you need, I will cease to exist, even in this afterlife. Would you make that choice, Karai? With the pain in her eyes, he knew, yeah, Toshiro, I really have to know. And he understood, because he was a true Foot Clan member. You have 3 questions. Ask now. And so she asked her first question. Is there really a splinter organization created from the other bloodline of the ancestors? He said, yes, there is. Is the destiny of the Foot theirs or mine? He said, yes, it is for the strongest willed. And in my opinion, that's you. Okay, the rivalry between the Dogstar clan and the Foot clan is on balance. They have technology, cybernetics. We supposed to have magics. I lack greatly in this area. My question is simple. I need to know the specifics of what I need to learn to be as best as I possibly can be. And he smiled. Well worded, Karai. You have forced me to be here for as long as possible to teach you what you need to know. You are smart. And outside, in reality, Shorty was hovering. The magic was potent now. And when she did return, she had what she needed. She knew exactly where they needed to go. And everything was going to be okay. Back at the base though, you see her people were making strides. They had finally located the headquarters of the Dogstar clan, and Mrs. Scorpion here had gotten a new tail. Come to find out that, yeah, they may have the location of the base, but this information was not actionable because Karai has not given the order. This pissed her off. What the hell? Where is she? She led us here and yet she's nowhere to be found, keeping us buried like she's ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Matter of fact, she ain't the leader for me. I'm gonna see if the Dogstar clan is hiring. Are you coming along? Nah, man, I don't want to be a slave nowhere. We're slaves here. She does not care or respect us. I'm out. Fuck this shit. She pushed Bebop out of the way and he was like, you lucky I'm in a good mood. I would have killed you on the spot. Hey, dude, you want me to end this chick? She said, nah, she needs to cool off, alright? Karai, on the other hand, well, she took her best people, her level-headed people, with her to the cave. Now, this cave was a legendary place for the Foot Clan, and she brought them here to talk to the spirits and get guidance and get magic. Of course, they were going to be tested. Everyone had to keep a level head. Casey wore his mask like he was ready, but Karai knew, yeah, you're scared. It's okay to be scared. These guys are dangerous. Instantly, they get teleported somewhere they could not recognize. It was an individual test after all. Casey was facing off against his best friend Raphael, and this guy was brutal. Natsu was supposed to face off against Michelangelo, but he was too calm for her because she was attacking right off the spot. Instantly, this test was changed. She was going to face off against her dead grandfather, who was wearing his own severed head. Yeah, this was gross. And he constantly was egging her on to fight. Fight me, with his head almost popping off. Imagine seeing your grandparents in this state. It was harsh. Clyde, on the other hand, was fighting Donatello, and instantly he passed the test because he was just a good guy. Casey, facing off against his brutal best buddy, was a tough battle because, yeah, why the hell are you working for the Foot Clan? Casey just made it clear, I'm just here to guide Karai, so she doesn't make wrong choices. That's why I'm here. So he passed because he's just a good dude. And not too well, she was supposed to fight her grandfather, who for some reason always wanted her to stay home, but she preferred to be outside. And in this test, she embraced him, showing him love instead of anger, instead of violence. She passed her own test. All that remained was Karai, and her test was different because the dragon, the guardian of this whole temple, made it clear. You need to face your worst fear because your group is facing theirs. And we see her worst fear is someone stealing her legacy. And in this case, it was Leonardo, a very cocky, very talkative Leonardo who has suddenly from nowhere become the head of the whole Foot Clan. Karai could not let this stand. She was one full of pride, especially in the Foot. She fought him while he mumbled on about giving the organization to the usurper, the Dogstar clan, but she said nothing. She just pieced him up. First his weaponry, then his head. Instantly she was done. This was not a test for me. Leonardo doesn't talk that much. The dragon said, God damn, girl. Alright, you sure you're ready for this? I mean, you want magic, but magic has a big price. Are you ready to pay it? She said, of course I'm fucking ready. I'm Karai. And so the dragon said, alright, and just dived into her chest, making her something more. As they came out, everyone was forever changed, including, or rather most of all, Karai, because she was now basically a dragon person. She instantly flicked her wrist and she knew all the magic the Foot Clan had to offer. She opened a portal and said, yeah, it is time for war. We will have war. I love this comic and I hope you guys love it too. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and drop a comment and all of that good stuff. Peace and love.